Imagine standing on the edge of a prehistoric shore, the air thick with the scent of salt and mystery. Beneath the waves, a sleek, torpedo-shaped creature slices through the water, its powerful jaws lined with serrated teeth that gleam like daggers. This is no modern dolphin, with its playful leaps and friendly chatter. This is Ankylorhiza tiedemani, a 16-foot-long terror of the ancient seas, a toothed whale from 29 to 23 million years ago that hunted with the ferocity of a killer whale and the precision of a shark. Today, we see dolphins as the ocean's charismatic intellectual screeches of wit, charm, and sonar-powered brilliance. But their story is far wilder and more ancient than their modern smile suggests. It's a tale that begins not in the waves, but on land, with a small deer-like creature wading through rivers, setting the stage for one of evolution's most remarkable transformations. Some 50 million years ago, the ancestors of dolphins weren't swimming through coral reefs or chattering in cliques. They were land-dwelling mammals, likely resembling Indohyus, a petite, deer-like creature that roamed the riverbanks of ancient Asia. Picture it, a cautious, four-legged animal, no bigger than a house cat, wading into shallow waters to escape predators or hunt for small fish. It wasn't much to look at, but Indohyus carried a secret weapon, a specialized inner ear structure perfectly tuned for hearing underwater. This was the first whisper of a future spent in the sea. Over millions of years, evolution sculpted these early mammals into masters of the deep. Legs shortened and fused into flippers, ideal for slicing through water. Nostrils migrated to the tops of their heads, becoming blowholes for effortless breathing. Their bodies stretched and streamlined, shedding fur for sleek, hydrodynamic skin. By the time the oceans teemed with whales, dolphins, and porpoises, these creatures had fully abandoned their terrestrial roots. But the journey wasn't just about adapting to water, it was about becoming apex predators in a world ruled by monsters. The oceans of the Oligocene epoch, 34 to 23 million years ago, were no place for the faint of heart. Giant sharks prowled the depths, but they weren't the undisputed kings. Early toothed whales, the ancestors of modern dolphins and orcas, had risen to challenge them. Among them was Ankylorhiza tiedemani, a beast that redefined what it meant to be a dolphin. Discovered in South Carolina in 1887, Ankylorhiza baffled scientists for over a century. Initially lumped into a vague category of early toothed whales called squalodon, it wasn't until 2020 that paleontologist Robert Boesnecker and his team unraveled its true identity. Named for the fused roots of its teeth, Ankylorhiza was a 16.4-foot-long juggernaut, the largest toothed whale of its time. Its skull was a fortress of bone, packed with conical, forward-pointing teethsome serrated, some protruding even when its mouth was closed. These weren't tools for nibbling fish, they were weapons for tearing through flesh and bone. Fossil evidence tells a brutal story. Broken teeth in Ankylorhiza skulls suggest it bit into hard surfaces, possibly the bones of its prey. Its reinforced snout and massive jaw muscles hint at a hunting style akin to modern orcas, ramming prey with devastating force, crushing skulls, or grappling with rivals. Its spine was a marvel of engineering, flexible in the midsection for powerful undulations, stiff at the tail for explosive propulsion. Its limbs, caught in an evolutionary halfway house, were shorter than those of older whales like Basilosaurus but longer than modern dolphins, with elongated fingers that suggest a body still adapting to open water. Ankylorhiza wasn't a social chatterbox like today's dolphins. It was a lone hunter, relying on raw power, speed, and a bone-shattering bite. If you saw it streak past, you wouldn't think dolphin, you'd think nightmare. It competed with ancient sharks and dominated its ecosystem, a testament to the raw ferocity of early cetaceans. While Ankylorhiza ruled through brute force, another ancient dolphin was pioneering a different kind of superpower: echolocation. Meet Katyacara, a 10 to 11-foot-long toothed whale that swam the seas of South Carolina around 33 to 28 million years ago. Discovered in 2014, its well-preserved skull offers a window into the origins of one of nature's most ingenious adaptations. Katyacara belonged to an extinct family called Sonar-pioneering, a group of early toothed whales with a knack for innovation. Its skull was a masterpiece of evolutionary experimentation, featuring a phenomenon called telescoping, where the bones of the skull slide over each other to support the structures needed for echolocation. This was a game-changer. Modern dolphins use phonic lips in their nasal passages to produce clicks, much like squeezing air through a balloon. Katyacara had the hardware for this, with air sinuses in its snout, and an unusual connection between its skull and inner ear, suggesting it was already seeing with sound. But what makes Katyacara truly bizarre is its asymmetry. Its skull was wildly lopsided, with a face twisted to the left and uneven air sinuses. This asymmetry, also seen in modern toothed whales, likely enhanced directional hearing or sound production, giving Katyacara an edge in murky waters. Its long, narrow snout, lined with sharp, interlocking teeth, was built for snatching fish and swallowing them, wholly a far cry from the suction-feeding belugas of today. Katyacara wasn't just a predator, it was a pioneer, laying the groundwork for the sonar-driven world of modern dolphins. Not all ancient dolphins chased tropical sunsets. Some, like Arctocara yakataga, ventured into the icy waters of the subarctic. Discovered in Alaska's rugged Yakataga district in 1951, this 7.5-foot-long dolphin swam the seas between 29 and 24 million years ago. Named in 2016 by paleontologists Alexandra Bursma and Nicholas Pyenson, Arctocara was a coastal predator, likely hunting fish and squid near the surface. Part of the extinct Aladelphinidae family, Arctocara was a distant cousin of today's South Asian river dolphin. Its skull reveals a curious mix of traits: a long, flexible neck with unfused vertebrae, allowing it to snap sideways at prey, and over 25 single-rooted teeth designed for gripping, slippery catches. Unlike modern dolphins, its skull was surprisingly symmetrical, lacking the pronounced asymmetry tied to advanced echolocation. Yet its upward-pointing nostrils and grooved beak suggest it was well adapted to its chilly, dynamic environment. The Pole Creek Formation, where Arctocara was found, teems with fossils of coiled nautiloids, spiraled gastropods, and sturdy clams, painting a vivid picture of a thriving marine ecosystem. Arctocara likely faced competition from early delphinoids, which may have pushed its lineage out of the oceans and into rivers, giving rise to modern river dolphins. Its story is one of resilience, a dolphin thriving in a world of cold seas and fierce rivals. Fast forward to 25 million years ago, off the coast of what's now New Zealand, here, a dolphin with a truly strange adaptation swam among giant sharks and human-sized penguins. Discovered in 1998 along the cliffs of Otago, this unnamed dolphin skull baffled paleontologist Amber Cost during her PhD research in 2018. The reason? Its teeth weren't teeth in the usual sense, they were long, horizontal tusks, protruding sideways like blades. Unlike the sharp, conical teeth of modern dolphins, these tusks showed almost no wear, ruling out digging or fighting. Scanning electron microscopy revealed their true purpose: they were likely used to stun prey. Picture this dolphin swinging its flexible neck side to side, its tusks slashing through the water to disorient squid or small fish before swallowing them whole. This hunting style mirrors that of modern sawfish, which use their toothed snouts to swipe and stun prey. This tusk-wielding dolphin highlights the incredible diversity of ancient cetaceans. While others relied on biting or sonar, this one carved out a niche with a lateral thrashing attack. Its unfused vertebrae and unique skull structure made it a master of unconventional predation, a reminder that the oceans of the past were a laboratory of evolutionary experiments. Now, picture a steamy, prehistoric wetland stretching across what's now the Peruvian Amazon. This was the Pebas Proto-Amazonia, a vast inland sea teeming with oversized crocodilians, fish, and one colossal dolphin, Pebenista yacaruna. Discovered in 2018 along the Rio Napo, this 11.5-foot-long freshwater giant lived 16 million years ago, ruling a watery world that spanned Peru, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and Bolivia. Pebenista was a titan among river dolphins, with a long, narrow snout packed with teeth for snatching fish and prominent facial crests that amplified its echolocation. In the murky waters of Pebas, this sonar system was a lifeline, allowing it to hunt with pinpoint accuracy. Closely related to modern South Asian river dolphins, Pebenista belonged to the Platanistoidea, a group that once dominated oceans before retreating to rivers. But its reign was temporary. Around 10 million years ago, the Andes rose, draining the Pebas system and reshaping the Amazon. As fish populations dwindled, Pebenista vanished, paving the way for the ancestors of today's pink Amazon River dolphins. Its story is a testament to the fragility of even the mightiest creatures in the face of a changing world. The journey of dolphins is as much about brains as it is about brawn. Modern dolphins navigate with echolocation, emitting clicks and listening for echoes to see in dark or murky waters. But this superpower didn't appear overnight. Fossils from a 30-million-year-old dolphin in South Carolina offer clues to its origins. This early cetacean, with its twisted snout and asymmetrical blowhole, was already reshaping its skull to enhance directional hearing. Its fat-filled lower jaw acted like a sound compass, picking up echoes with uncanny precision. This dolphin wasn't a master of high-frequency echolocation like its modern descendants, but it was a critical stepping stone. Its skull's extreme asymmetry, among the most pronounced in any whale or dolphin shows, nature experimenting with sound-based survival strategies. Over millions of years, these early adaptations evolved into the sophisticated sonar systems that allow dolphins to hunt, navigate, and communicate in ways that rival human ingenuity. From the bone-crushing jaws of Ankylorhiza to the sonar-pioneering Katyacara, the flexible-necked Arcticara, the tusk-wielding dolphin of New Zealand, and the giant pebonista, the story of dolphins is one of relentless adaptation. They began as modest land mammals, wading through ancient rivers, and transformed into the ocean's most versatile predators and intellectuals. Their journey spans millions of years, countless experiments, and a parade of strange and spectacular forms. Today's dolphins, with their playful leaps and complex social bonds, are the heirs to this wild legacy. They remind us that evolution is a story of trial, error, and triumphant saga written in bone, tooth, and sound. The next time you see a dolphin arc through the waves, picture the ghosts of its ancestors, fierce, tusked, and sonar-wielding pioneers who conquered the seas and left an indelible mark on the story of life.